The day Dad got mistaken for the babysitter. There was this night when everything felt like it was about to go gloriously off the rails, and I swear, it started with nothing more than macaroni and cheese, a toddler named Harper, and the arrival of Daddy, aka Mr. Big Shot. I'm Olivia, and this is the night my husband learned in front of his whole team that no matter how many titles you have, you will always be just Dad. We lived in the sort of house that people make Pinterest boards about, tucked away in suburban Connecticut, trimmed with ivy and filled with fancy art, which our 3-year-old somehow managed to finger paint every weekend. That night, like most nights, we had invited some of my husband's colleagues over for a casual dinner, or at least as casual as a CEO's weekend could get. They trickled in around 7, sipping sparkling water, talking about projections and board meetings, and shaking hands like we were hosting a finance convention in our living room. Harper was bouncing around like she had a motor, a tiny, adorable Duracell bunny with sticky fingers and an imagination that somehow outpaced her tiny strides. My husband, Connor, yeah, that kind of name, was holding court by the fireplace, telling this story about some big merger he'd just masterminded, while his assistant, Lydia, smiled politely, twirling her elegant pen like it was a magic wand. Harper, meanwhile, had been eyeing Lydia since the moment she walked in. Maybe it was the sleek ponytail, maybe it was the friendly smile, or maybe 3-year-olds just know who's kind enough to sneak them extra dessert. Grown-ups aren't looking, so we're all mid-laugh. Someone cracks a joke about quarterly growth, and Harper, without warning, just plonks down in Lydia's lap like she's a favorite aunt. There's this beat of silence, like someone hit pause on reality, and then, crystal clear, in that tiny toddler voice that never lies, "Mommy," Harper says, eyes wide, beaming like she just solved the mysteries of the universe. Time froze. Connor stops mid-sentence, glass halfway to his lips. The room tilts just a little, like the universe's own sitcom laugh track kicked in. And Connor, shy Connor, the guy who negotiates with billionaire investors like he's swatting flies. Oh, he reddened. He sets his wine glass down, and then, through the gentle haze of embarrassment and humor, bursts out laughing. Not a quiet chuckle, no sir, a big belly laugh, the kind that shakes his shoulders and convinces everyone else in the room that yes, this is funny. Lydia just sits there, frozen like she's been cast as an extra in a sitcom about mistaken identities. Harper grins proudly, like she's crowned someone winner of the universe's most confusing pageant. And then Connor, leaning down to scoop Harper up, still laughing, goes, "Honey, I know I've told you I'm the CEO, but that doesn't mean I get to be the mommy." The room lost it. People laughed. Someone nearly spilled their drink, and for just that moment, every polished, sharp-suited ego in the room turned into parents who'd had their own rounds of toddler-induced chaos. One of Connor's partners said, through tears of laughter, "Well, she's got great taste in role models." And just like that, the mood changed. Dinner became less about corporate achievements and more about the absurd beauty of everyday life. The sticky spaghetti, the toddler kisses, the way even the most buttoned-down people will loosen up when they get called the wrong name at the right time. We ate late. We laughed harder than I'd heard grown-ups laugh in months. Harper got extra dessert because kids like that own the room, no matter who's in charge. Eventually, the crowd thinned. Shoes lined up at the front door. Car doors closed. Lights dipped low. I looked over at Connor, his tie kind of askew, his hair a little mussed, still chuckling under his breath, and I said softly, "You know, you might be CEO, but tonight you were just Dad." He smiled, looked at me, and said, "Best title I've ever had."